everybody. I'm Maggie. Today on Crazy Quilt, we're going to be doing some painting. It's very messy, so I'm covering the craft table with newspapers. Of course, I'm wearing my special craft overalls, so I'll be nice and clean. I always wear them when I make things. But what about Jackson? He's a raccoon. He doesn't have any overalls. What's he going to do? I don't want to get paint on his fur. Oh, he's not going to be able to help today. But how can I make crafts without Jackson?
Maggie, I'm here.
Oh, no, what am I going to do? Oh, Jackson loves to help with the crafts. How am I going to tell him he can't do it today?
I'm all ready to make crafts. What are we going to do?
Oh, I hate to do this, but I'd better tell him. Jackson. Oh.
Hi, everybody. Do you like my smock? With all the crafts we make, I feel like an artist. So I thought I'd dress like one, too.
The smock is wonderful.
Yeah, and it keeps me clean and dry, too. Now that I'm all covered, Maggie, let's tell a story about an artist and paint.
Excellent idea. Before we paint, we need to make another craft for our story. Jackson, would you mind if I took off your beret?
Oh, no, that'd be okay.
Thank you. That was
easy.
very helpful. Because I need your head, Jackson.
You need my head.
That's right. We're going to make a crown.
A crown?
That's right. I've got a piece of Bristol board.
What are you doing?
I'm going to put it up here.
Where? Where? Put it where?
Over your head.
Oh,
but not
okay.
to cover your eyes.
Oh.
And I'm going to see where I have to tape it to make it fit. How does that feel, Jackson?
Well, let's see. I can't quite see where it is.
I think that's pretty good.
Oh,
we'll
okay.
see. If it doesn't quite fit because somebody was squirming,
Well,
we'll
I tried
fix
to
the
stay
tape.
still.
You did a good job.
Oh, thanks,
Jackson.
Maggie.
Yeah. Now, put tape on the inside and the outside.
Oh, Maggie, you have a problem. There's some parts that are kind of cut up on that.
I know. I cut some sort of zigzag shapes like little mountains.
Oh, yeah.
And I just did a few to show how we're going to do it. And now I'll just make more like that. Now, it's the best way to hold it like this.
Well,
How
maybe.
about
I
that?
don't know.
Yeah. And I'm just going to cut down and down. I'm cutting out triangles. Because, you know, crowns come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, but a lot of them have this kind of decoration on the top.
Let's see.
Like that.
Oh, nice.
Now, who wears crowns?
Crowns. Well, there's kings and queens and I guess princes, too. I guess princes would do it.
Right, and
I don't know.
princesses?
And princesses and...
Emperors?
emperors?
Oh, yeah, they're like the king of kings.
The king of
Yes,
kings. Wow.
they're in charge of everybody. They have
Whoa.
empires instead of kingdoms.
Empires.
There we go. So all these people are pretty fancy, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess they would be because they're like the kings of kings. And
Well, so
stuff.
I'm going to decorate this with some red sticky tape.
Okay.
I'm just going to put that around the bottom. And I'm going to imagine that maybe it's a beautiful band of rubies that goes all the way across. Rubies are those beautiful red stones.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I need a little more here. Of course, you could imagine any kind of precious jewels or fancy painting.
Precious jewels.
Yeah.
What about candies? Do they ever have candies on their crown?
If you were the king of candy, you could.
Oh, yeah, the king of candy.
Or Jackson, since you're a raccoon, we could put pine cones on.
Pine cones,
You
the
could be-
king of trees.
That's right. You could be the king of the forest.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm going to put some more precious jewels on. Of course, they're just pom-poms. Big red pom-poms. Boop. And I'll make a pattern. I'm going to do a few big red pom-poms all the way around. I need some glue. Can't just put it on like that. What was I thinking? Here we go.
I don't know.
And one more. And these can be more rubies. And let's put on some smaller yellow pom-poms, and we'll put them in between. These are too little to dip. I have to take it on my popsicle stick.
What kind of jewel would yellow be?
I guess they could be topaz.
Topaz?
Oh, there's all kinds of wonderful names of jewels. There's beryls and
Barrels? Barrels and barrels of barrels?
That's right. And emeralds and diamonds and pearls.
Emeralds. Those are the green ones, right?
That's right. And pearls are the white ones. So you could look around your house and see what sort of things you have in your craft box. Beads or breakfast cereal or old buttons. Anything that you could imagine would be something precious.
Could you use noodles?
Yes, absolutely. You could be the king of the noodles. Here's our crown.
That'd be using your noodle.
What do you think, Jackson? Do you like it?
It's great! I want to wear the crown in the story!
Once there was a very talented artist named Amy. Amy's art was so good that everybody wanted to have one of her pictures. She gave one to all her family and friends and all the people that she liked. Now, there was also a very, 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 very wealthy king named Trevor.
Ooh, you can tell I am a very, 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 very wealthy king because I have these beautiful, expensive jewels of red and yellow in my crown. I also have an enormous palace with a tennis court, a swimming pool, and my own bowling alley. What I don't have is any art for my walls. I need some pictures. Do you know anyone who can make pictures for me? Amy? A talented artist? I'll ask her.
So King Trevor went to Amy's house.
Amy, I am King Trevor.
A king? Oh, how do you do, Your Majesty?
I do, okay, but I would do much better if I had one of your pictures.
One of my pictures?
Yes. I am a fabulously wealthy king, and I have many, many walls. I need art for all my walls. Make me a picture.
Of course, Your Majesty. What kind of picture do you want?
I don't know. Surprise me.
Yes, Your Majesty. Wow, the king wants one of my pictures. What an honor. Oh, what kind of picture should I make? Oh, I have an idea. I'm going to make a special kind of painting that doesn't use any paint.
What? No paint?
No.
What do you mean?
Well, I guess you might not really even call it a painting. All you need is a piece of nice, thick cardboard, any color you want, and I drew a rectangle on it because I'm going to put a frame around when it's done, so I don't want to go over these lines.
Oh, I get it.
Now, the only other thing you absolutely need is a bottle of glue or some glue in a pot that you can spread, and then anything else that you have that you would like to put on your picture.
What about like the family car? Could you do that?
You'd have to have a really big piece of cardboard for that.
Yeah, I guess
But
so.
I've got some sparkly confetti, I've got wool, I've got cereal. You can use just about anything. What you do is you squeeze the bottle and you put on a lot of glue.
Wow, that is a lot of glue,
That's
Maggie.
right.
Wow.
And then I'm going to do something that looks sort of like a shiny ocean. So I'm sprinkling on the confetti so it'll look shiny and have sort of a texture. It won't just be flat like it would if I just painted on different colors.
And the glue is going to hold it down?
It is. Let's try. I'm going to turn this over.
Whoa. Oh, and that was like a sun shower.
It was. Now, you may notice that right now, the water's on top of the picture. That's a little unusual.
Well, maybe we could stand on our head.
Well, I'll turn it around when it's finished, but I'm going to surprise everybody with what it looks like at the end. I'm going to do it upside down to you, but right side up for me.
Upside down, but right side up.
Well, for me, it'll be right side up.
Okay,
now
if
I'm going
you
to
say
do
so.
a hill. So, more glue. And this time, remember I told you we'd have macaroni and cheese for dinner tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to use just a little bit of that macaroni.
Well, there'll still be some left, right?
There'll still be plenty left, Jackson.
Could you put cheese in the picture?
I don't know. I've never tried cheese. It might sort of go funny and smelly eventually.
Yeah, maybe eventually it'd be kind of like you had moss in the picture.
That's right. I'll just shake that a little bit. Not too hard. There we go.
What part's that going to be?
That's the hillside.
Oh.
right. Now, on top of the hill, I'm going to do a building.
A building?
Yes, it's the kind of building that a king might live in.
Oh, I know.
What?
A castle.
That's right, a castle. And I think King Trevor said he liked certain colors. What did he say he liked?
Well, he likes red and yellow. I know that.
Well, let's use red and yellow popsicle sticks, like that, for the walls.
Yeah, those are good.
And maybe we should use some pom-poms. Maybe
Pom-poms.
Yeah, he might be the kind of king who'd even put jewels in his windows. I don't know. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along.
Jeweled windows would be really fancy. Hey, you know what?
What?
Then when you were in the room, it'd be the color of the jewel.
Oh.
Hey, it'd be like the whole room was red.
Right, a stained glass kind of effect.
Stained glass. I wonder how they stain the glass.
I don't know.
Wonder if they get in trouble for staining the
No,
glass.
I think not. Now, I think he'd probably like a beautiful view, so I'm going to put a tree here. And the tree is going to grow on the hill right near the water, and it's going to be made out of different color wool that I twisted together.
Oh, is that gonna stick?
Yes, I'm going to push it down just like that. That should work pretty well. Oh, we even have a little root here growing into the hill. And I think he's so rich, he can go outside and pick his breakfast right off the trees.
Whoa, a breakfast tree?
That's right. I'm going to put some breakfast cereal in my...
cereal? Does cereal really grow on trees, Maggie?
No, I don't think so. It depends what kind of cereal it is. If it's rice cereal, it would grow in rice paddies. And if it's wheat cereal, it would grow in wheat fields. And then they send it to the granaries and the millers, and they turn it into something delicious.
Boy, that sounds like it's a big job.
It is. It's pretty hard. Now, what time of day should this be, do you think, Jackson?
What time of day? Well, I don't think it should be nighttime, because then you'd have to paint the whole thing black.
How about sunrise?
Sunrise?
It's a lovely
Nice.
time of
very,
day.
very great.
Good idea.
I love the morning time, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
I like getting up really early, and I go walk. You know what I like, Maggie?
What?
I like the way the grass is all wet.
Oh,
Makes
that's
your
right.
feet feel all kind of tickly.
Well, I know how you love to wash your paws. I guess you don't even have to wash them if you go out walking,
Well,
right?
I don't know. I still like to wash my paws,
There
you know.
we go. Now, I just put some long pasta
Long
on for
pasta?
the line of the water.
Oh, that's like the shore?
Well, the horizon. You know, when you look over the water, it looks like there's a flat line.
That's like, I know what you mean.
And
Then there's,
rising
like where
over
the
it.
sky bumps into things.
That's right. Rising over it is my sun.
I keep forgetting it's kind of upside down.
That's
what I
right.
forget.
Now, my sun is, I'm just wiping a little bit of the extra glue off here.
Right.
My
A
sun is a
sticky sun.
button. And I think I want it to look really sparkly, so I'll put some sparkle, some of that shiny confetti on just around it, like the rays of a
Oh,
sun.
yeah.
Not too much of that, so I'll shake that off.
Boop, ba-doop, 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 ba-doop.
And I think I'm going to put a door on here. One more thing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just a nice square door because we have a castle with nobody getting in, so I'm putting on a square button.
And Maggie?
Yes?
In the story, it's Amy the artist, right?
Right. So I'm going to add the one thing we love to have on a picture, a signature. If you don't know how to write yet, you can get a grown-up to help you.
Could you put an X or something?
You sure could, or you could put a paw print.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to put Amy down in the corner.
Oh, yeah?
Let's
see.
There's our picture with all these great textures and colors. The picture's finished. Now I shall give it to the king. Your Majesty!
Yes? Who calls?
It's Amy the artist. I have your picture for you.
Oh, good. Let's see. Ew. You call this a picture? It wasn't quite what I had in mind.
It isn't. Oh.
No, I expected something, well, different.
Different?
Yes, I'd like a picture that has more red and yellow in it.
More red and yellow?
Yes, so it would match the jewels in my crown. They are red and yellow.
Oh, okay. I'll make you a picture with more red and yellow in it.
Oh, good. And could you make it differently? I don't like pictures with things on them, especially food things.
Yes, Your Majesty. Huh. A different type of picture with no food things in it and more red and yellow. Huh. How do you think I should make the picture? Oh, I have an idea.
So, Maggie, the king wants a red and yellow picture with no things on it.
That's right. So we better just use red and yellow paint and a straw.
A straw?
That's right. I've got my piece of cardboard, and again, I drew my rectangle where the frame is going to be. Now I'm going to take the paint and just drop on a little bit, just any place I like. With my straw, I'm going to take a deep breath in, then I'm going to blow out, and watch what happens to the paint.
Oh, it's making a kind of river. Whoa! Whoa, it looks like it's alive.
That's right. And I'm not making a picture of anything in particular, not like the king's castle before, so I can just let it go wherever it wants and then just see where else I'd like to put something.
Whoa! I guess you have to be careful that you're not sucking instead of blowing,
That's
right?
right.
Yeah.
Because then the paint wouldn't go on the paper. It would go on me or in me.
Or
Ooh.
bleh, yeah. Whoa!
Oh, they joined.
Oh,
That's nice.
neato.
Now, sometimes you can put on just a teeny bit of paint, too. I'm going to put a drop of red. Oh, that's a bit more than I wanted, but we'll find out what happens.
Okay. Plop, pluff, pluff. Looks kind of like, let's see, kind of like a monster coming
And
at
look,
you.
where it crosses, it's sort of going to turn a bit orangey, because if you mix
yeah.
red and yellow, you get a different color.
I guess you get orange. That's what it looks like.
Sure does. See, I can do long breaths or short breaths.
Whoa! Oh, you know what? That looks like an octopus there.
It does, doesn't it? Let's try
Yeah.
a little bit more here.
Whoa! That looks like a red comet. And that looks like a yellow thingy.
What do you think it looks like? Could be almost anything. That's the fun about abstract
Oh, you know what I
art.
think it is? I think it's a whole bunch of people flying around in weird spaceships in outer space.
Well, you know what we can do, Jackson? Let's do another painting. We'll do the same thing, and we'll try to figure out what it looks like, okay?
Is it going to be exactly the same?
No, there's never two paintings exactly alike, like snowflakes. Does that look like anything yet?
It looks like one of those you know those fish? What do you call them?
Oh, a fish! I know what you mean. Sort of like it's got a fin up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
What
a
are
fin
those
down
things
here.
called?
Looks sort of like a shark to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to draw on some teeth.
Whoa.
And there's a shark.
Oh, yeah.
So I
Nice shark.
I just outlined it. Let's try something else. Let's try it in red. We'll see what happens
You think
now.
it's going to be a red shark? Oh, kind of like a red snail?
I think
Or-
it looks like a snail, too.
Yeah.
Let's put the snail on a red flower, because that's often where you see them.
Yeah. Sometimes they seem to be climbing. Boy, those guys are slow.
Well, they're pretty little.
I guess they're just not in a hurry.
There's a snail on a flower.
What's that snail doing with that shark?
I don't know. I don't know if a snail and a shark could be friends. It's
yeah.
an interesting idea. Let's try one more. We've got a little dot here and a big dot here.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Kind of a banana-y thing.
A banana thing. All
Yeah.
right. Let's draw on the stem of the banana. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but I just
Are you going to sign them?
I am, but you know, I just realized King Trevor said he didn't want food stuff, right?
Oh.
That's okay. We'll give him the abstract one.
Okay.
The picture is finished. Do you think the king will like it? Oh, let's find out. Your Majesty,
Yes?
your new picture is ready.
Oh, it is? What? You call this a picture? It's all red and yellow.
That's what you asked for.
Well, I would never ask for red and yellow. Those are the colors in my crown. I want something different.
Yes, Your Majesty, but what do you want?
I want blue in my picture, lots of blue. And I don't like pictures where the colors all mess together. I want something different.
Yes, Your Majesty. A different type of picture with lots of blue. Oh, how should I make this picture? Oh, I have another idea.
Hey, Maggie, have you got any other ideas? Boy, he wants blue, but it's got to be interesting.
Well, I've got my blue paint, and I've got a whole bunch of things so that we can do some printing.
Printing? Oh, I'm not very good at printing.
I don't mean printing letters. I mean printing with paint. And I'm going to just take a whole bunch of different things, dip it in the paint, and press it onto my cardboard.
I don't see how printing with paint is going to be easier than with a pencil.
Well, look, I've just dipped my sponge, and I'm going to just push it down. That's another kind of printing.
I see.
And,
nice pattern.
It's nice, eh? I've got 4 sort of rectangles. Now
Four
this
rectangle-y
part of the
things.
sponge, I cut out some little squares, so we'll have a
Right.
different sort of pattern.
That looks like an elephant.
It does sort of look like an elephant. And there, I've got 3 of those just
So you've
in
got
between.
rectangle patterns and then squarey patterns.
That's right. Now, I can also make patterns by taking a potato, and you have to get a grown-up to do this part, but you could ask them to carve any kind of shape you want.
Oh, I know what that shape is.
What?
It's a moon.
That's right, a crescent moon. I'm going to make
crescent
sure.
moon.
Yes, because there's also full moons.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
a
like
full
what
moon
is it full of anyway?
Well, I don't think it's green cheese.
No. Maybe cream cheese?
I've got some of the crescents going one way. Now I'll make the crescents going the other.
Oh.
Like that. Just press down. And I also have a star. So
A star?
We can have stars and moons. You know,
Oh,
like your
that's a good-
nightcap.
Yeah, it's kind of a night scene.
That's right. We'll just put those in between. So I'm alternating. So I've got moon, star, moon, star, moon, star.
Star.
Then it's a complete
Right.
pattern. Now, you remember those pipe cleaners I was playing with before, Jackson?
Yeah.
And I just sort of bent them into interesting shapes.
You mean you're gonna print with a pipe cleaner?
That's right. I've got a spirally one that's like a circle reaching in on itself.
Yeah, it looks
and
kind
a
of like an eye, too.
And a squiggly one that looks like a lightning bolt.
Oh.
And I'm just going to take a little walk with those.
Oh, that's another kind of pattern.
That's right. You can even print with anything you have lying around the house. This is a yogurt cup. I mean, anything you don't mind getting paint on, of
Right, like
course.
you couldn't print with your younger brother, even if he was lying around the house.
No,
you get in
definitely
trouble.
not. And I'm going to put big circles all the way around. This is like the red and yellow one that we did, too, because
Are you going to
it's
sign
abstract.
it, too?
Absolutely.
Oh, great.
I'm going to sign it. Amy. And here it is. The picture is finished. Do you think the king will like this one? Oh, let's find out. Your Majesty!
Yes,
Your new picture is ready!
it is. What? You call this a picture? It's all blue.
You asked for blue.
Oh, I would never ask for a blue picture. Too much blue in the world as it is. Blue sky, blue sea. Do you see something else that is blue? I want a picture with a different color than blue.
Oh! I don't think this king will ever be happy with any picture, do you? I think it's time to teach him a lesson. And I have an idea. Your Majesty!
Yes.
How would you like a picture of an animal?
Oh, yes, I love pictures of animals.
Oh, how about a cow? Cows are very regal animals. They supply you and the royal family with all the milk and butter and cheese that you eat.
Oh, yes, I like cows. I want a picture of a cow.
Now, you know what color cows are, don't you? They're not red or blue or yellow.
Yes, very good.
Then I will paint you a picture of a cow eating grass in a beautiful field of flowers on a bright sunny day.
Yes, excellent. That's what I want. It will look wonderful on my wall.
I don't like that king. He never says please or thank you, and he just takes my art and throws it away. I'm tired of it. I'm going to give him a blank piece of paper and say that it's my painting. Your Majesty!
Yes?
Your new picture is ready!
Oh, good. What is it? Oh, I thought you were going to make me a picture of a cow eating grass in a beautiful field of flowers on a bright sunny day.
Yes, I took out the blue sky because you said you didn't like blue. And I took out the yellow sun because you don't like yellow. I took out the red flowers from the field because you don't like red.
Well, where's the cow and where's the grass?
Well, the cow ate all the grass, so there isn't any grass in the picture.
No, where is the cow?
Well, she ate all the grass, so she left.
What?
I'm tired of making great pictures that you dislike. I'm going to make pictures for my friends and family and people who want them.
What?
So Amy went back to making wonderful pictures for her friends and family, and the king lived in his palace with its swimming pool and tennis court and bowling alley and bare walls.
Ah, the poor king. I don't have bare walls. I have some crafts we made on my walls.
So do I.
Oh, Maggie, could I have one of those pictures for my wall?
Sure, Jackson. Which one do you want?
Oh, I want all of them. Let's go hang them up now.
Good idea. See you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
For written instructions on how you can make any of the crafts you've seen on today's show, send us a note and a self-addressed stamped envelope to Crazy Quilt, care of Treehouse TV, Post Office Box 370, Station C, Toronto, Ontario, M6J 3N1. You can make a frame for any pictures that you make by taking 4 pieces of cardboard and gluing them together. You can decorate it by spreading glue and dropping pieces of confetti on it, or by putting popsicle sticks or something else pretty across the outside, or even by taking pieces from an egg carton and sticking breakfast cereal in to decorate it. If you want an easel to hold up your paintings, you can take 3 paper towel rolls, glue them together, and cut another one in half, and your picture can rest in here. The styrofoam ball just balances it out.
Oh, wow, Maggie, that looks like a great big letter A.